y'all, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we're gonna be talking about types of sugar daddies. Okay, so I know in the first two sugar daddy videos I mentioned probably once or twice that there are several different types of sugar daddies, and sweetie, you need to know, because if you don't know the differences, then you won't really know what you're doing or what you can get out of them, you know. So a big thing, I'm gonna jump right in. We ain't even finna do no intro on all this and all this bullshit. We just gonna jump right on in. So I like to classify them in several different categories. So we're gonna directly start with rich men versus comfortable men, and then we're gonna break the we're gonna give them their own categories underneath each category. Okay, so for rich men, I like to refer to them as sponsors and big spenders. Okay, sponsors and big spenders, like those are my go-to. I don't want no comfortable man. I don't want no comfortable man. I keep talking in present tense like I'm doing this right now. I'm really not dealing with any sugar daddies right now, but I have been thinking, like, maybe do I want to, do I feel like it? I really was gonna do this as an experiment for y'all, so I could really like be, you feel me, like give y'all direct examples of how things are now versus how things was 2 years ago when I was actively doing the whole sugar daddy thing or whatever. But one thing I want to mention in this video a little bit, and then I'm going to mention this again in the video when I talk about the $2,000 I received from a sugar daddy. You do not have to pop no cootie for no lucrative sugar daddy relationship. And I'm going to say that again. You don't have to pop no cootie for no lucrative sugar daddy relationship. Okay? I don't know where this whole popping nookie came from thing to think you got to get what you want from a man, but that is not right. That's not, it's not right, and it makes me sad that y'all, not y'all, but some of y'all think that that's what you have to do to get what you want from a man, because that's not the case at all. Like, men are supposed to court you, you know what I'm saying? Our generation has this shit all confused. Your punani is priceless, sis, and once you start understanding that your punani is priceless, then everything is going to change for you. So I've been hesitant to post the $2,000 sugar daddy video because I know people's first instinct is going to be, oh, she did this or she did that, when I actually didn't do anything but listen and use my sex appeal and talk. I'm telling y'all, conversations go a long way, you know what I'm saying? So if you can master this with big spenders and sponsors, baby, those are the people that pay you rent, pay you tuition, buy you a new car, move you across the world, take you on trips. If you need emergency money, they're the ones that'll send you emergency money. You live a high life with these people, you know what I'm saying? The comfortable men, or the little spenders, we're gonna refer to them for stuff like getting your hair done, going out to dinner, going on dates, meals, wigs, small shit, like shit under $500 is what I think of when I think of a comfortable man and a little spender. Okay, now the differences in these types of men, specifically starting with, and I have a lot of stuff written down all over the place. I'm gonna be constantly looking down, but I'm gonna be going off the dome with a lot of stuff as well. The big thing with, we'll start with the little spenders and the comfortable men. So these men, they have consistent jobs. They've probably been working the same job for a lot of years. They know they have extra money each month. Their kids are probably grown, if they have any kids, or if they were married, they're probably divorced now. But they're comfortable. They have enough money to spend on fun things here and there. The thing about these men is sometimes they can be looking for a girlfriend, and then sometimes they could just be looking for entertainment. Okay, by entertainment, I'm not referring to sex. I'm still referring to attention. Men love attention. The same way we love attention, men love attention too. So if you can get that through your head and understand that the more attention you get, the more you'll get, then you'll be good on both the comfortable men's side and the rich men's side. Now with comfortable men, they have money. They're not ones that are gonna go for like the monthly allowance thing. I think that's what makes you a true sugar baby, when you have a legitimate agreement set up, like, okay, you're gonna give me this much money this month, well, you're gonna give me this much money each month for this many times of me spending time with you, or da 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 da. that really goes for my people who are doing the in-person sugar daddy thing. For my people that are cyber sugar babies, you can't really expect a monthly allowance if you're not seeing them. You know what I'm saying? With cyber sugar babies, you kind of use them, you milk them as time goes on. After these videos are out and stuff, I'm gonna do a video pertaining to how to talk to and deal with cyber sugar babies, little spenders, and cyber sugar babies, little spenders, and I can't think of the other word, comfortable men. And then another video with the rich men and the big spenders. So, and not even big spenders, we call them heavy spenders, okay? So you want to remember, like, either way, whichever type of man you're dealing with, he needs attention. He needs constant ego stroking. You know what I'm saying? The comfortable men who aren't on the monthly allowance thing are usually new to the whole thing, so you have more direction with them. You have you start out more in control, versus sometimes with the rich men and the heavy spenders, you have to get in control. And you can get in control by starting out in control as well, but you still want to be sure you are the one in control at all times. You know what I'm saying? You never want to be the little lap dog. That's how I think. You don't want to be like, you want to be relevant. You want to be super relevant. Even if you have no intentions of being with this man, dealing with this man, anything, it's all manipulation. You want him to think that you are shit. If it's a rich man, most of the time they're married, looking for discreet relationships. They do monthly allowances because they have certain days out the month they want to see you or spend time with you. So those type of men, you have to be sure you're ego stroking and making them feel like they're that guy all the time. Now with the comfortable men, it's more of an emotional thing with them, versus the rich man is more of a cockiness to that side of things. Okay, with comfortable men, they're missing love. It's more about love for them, and more about affection. They so busy caught up, like they have this money to spend, but in the back of their head they still like stingy about it. They don't want to waste it. So you got to make sure that they understand that it's worth, like, you're worth wasting money on. You know what I'm saying? But then with the rich men, God, okay, rich men, so the rich men and the heavy spenders, they the best type to have. Like, girl, they the ones, they the ones, like the $2,000 story I have, that was a big spender, a heavy spender. He could have gave me more than $2,000. You know what I'm saying? $2,000 was nothing. Okay, that's the type of man that he's very confident in what he has. He knows what he has. He knows what he's done. He's proud of his success. So you have to be on that level. You know what I'm saying? You can't come off as just some young chick on a come up. And you don't want to come off as some young chick on a come up regardless, but you really can't do that with the rich men, because they feel like they can get anybody because they have the money to get anybody. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be sure that you are like direct, you are ego stroking, you are that boss, classy young woman, unproblematic. You're a good time. Once again, a good time. Not talking about Papa Punani. I'm talking about a good time. Like, he can have fun experiences with you when y'all do spend time together. Y'all can go do really nice bougie things together. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of energy you want to give constantly. You don't ever want to make yourself sound like a prostitute or somebody who's just, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. You want to be sure that you are a powerful woman. There is nothing more fierce than a powerful woman. My ultimate goal in life is to be a powerful woman. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you are paying attention to, like, the type of man that you have, the type of man that you are dealing with, the way you approach them. And another thing I want to talk about is experienced sugar daddies. So one of my students wrote me and told me that she had a whole just situation, like it basically just went totally left with one of her sugar daddies. You know, basically the way she approached him, the way she was talking to him, he called her out and let her know, like, you are so what's the word, like it was nothing about her that stood out to him, because the same lines that she was running with him was lines that he's heard from someone else. So that's why I tell y'all, you have to put the you in everything. Like, you can sit here and listen to my videos and I can tell you exactly what to say that will work, but what I tell you to exactly say that will work might work for me, you know what I'm saying, but it might not work for you. It's all about the way you say things and when you say things, you know. Some of y'all are too direct. When you first meet these men, you like, yo, what's up, like, what you trying to give? Like, come on, sis, you sound like you're trying to pop some pussy for some bread, and we're not doing that, you know. You want to be a high-class individual. I don't usually make online profiles, but my level of maturity makes me more attracted to older men. That sounds real, like, legit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't sound like, hey, I'm looking for a rich man to spend money on me. You know, even though that's what we doing. That's not what it sounds like. So like I said, y'all, it's all about perception and manipulation. You want to give off the perception that you don't need no man, but having him would be so beneficial to you. You know what I'm saying? Men like to feel needed now. They just don't want to feel like somebody's begging, you know? So you want to make sure that you pay attention to that. So I had another note written for just showing you guys one bio versus another bio. Now this is a good way for on all the apps to really know the type of man you're dealing with before you even have a conversation with him. The men who are serious and typically looking for a woman that he'll spend a monthly allowance with is very thorough in their bio. Like, and that's why I tell you guys, like, with your bio, you need to be very, very direct, very specific, but you don't want to sound like you looking for anything specific. You know what I'm saying? Sorry guys, I keep losing my train of thought because there's so much stuff I want to tell y'all. But one bio versus another. So like the bios like of the men who are serious and doing monthly allowances and are interested or open to something like that is thorough. They want people to know them. They want people to understand the type of people they are. You can pay attention to the certain things they say they like to do. So like if you see somebody who talks about golfing often or taking trips often, or if you look at his photos and he looks like he's in random places, that's the type of man that you want to entertain. You know, you don't want to entertain a guy that's in a construction outfit on his on one of his pictures on the app or whatever, who doesn't have anything in his bio, you know what I'm saying, and a picture with like a kid or something. Like, that's not who you want to talk to. That is what you call a little spender, you know what I'm saying. That might be somebody who can spend a little bit of bread on you because he's interested in dating a younger girl, but in the long run it's not worth it. And you got to remember, everything is like slow. Like, everything is steady. It's all about consistency. Like, you can't expect a man you just meet to give you $5,000 a month. Now, is it possible? Yes, it 100% is possible. Okay, because like I said, I had a sugar daddy in Jacksonville that gave me $2,000. Okay, cash. So it's possible, but it's not an everyday thing, because think about how many girls in the world want a sugar daddy and how many men are waking up and realizing that they being finessed. So your finesse game has to be up, you know. Also, you need to pay attention to real flexes versus fake flexes. So this one is really big. I was actually reading the book Whole Tactics, and it was like an example of how Lil Duval said that it's one woman who thinks that he's she thinks that he's one of the part owners of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, of course, this could totally be true because you know how Lil Duval is, but like, she's gonna believe that because of all the other stuff that he has going on, you know what I'm saying? Or that's something that you can look up, or that's something that sounds legitimate, you know what I'm saying? You gotta pay attention, because just like females be trying to scam dudes, or we say you not as classy and you trying to convince a dude that you like classier than you actually are, that's a fake flex, you know what I'm saying? Men do the same thing. Men do fake flexes all the time. It's just that men's fake flexes are usually different, like jewelry or like flashy items, or like a luxury car, which is probably rented, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's easy to divvy out a real flex from a fake flex if you pay attention. All of this is paying attention. Don't be naive. If you're naive, hit the X in the corner or wherever corner, because like, this is not about being naive. This is about being smart. You have to be smart. Like, and it's like common sense stuff if you really, really think about it, you know? So that's something I really want you guys to pay attention to. A thing I also wanted to mention, I will probably end this video because I'm really working on trying to make the videos shorter, because I know they be so long, but I be having so much information. But we want to do a trial and error run. Okay, so I like to call it trial and error versus getting in the game. Okay, so for trial and error, I recommend the app like OkCupid or Plenty of Fish. Plenty of Fish is a good one. If you have really bomb pictures and you post them and create a profile on there, baby, you're gonna get lots and lots and lots of attention. And the thing about POF, it's just a lot of regular people on there. So I recommend testing the waters. If you don't really know what you're doing and you're nervous on how to start and doing this and that, I recommend making a POF profile and going from there, because that way, if every relationship is a fail on POF, not saying that it ain't some spenders on there, because there's some spenders on there, you just gotta find them. Like you can always just delete the profile and then get on like Bumble or Hinge or the other sugar daddy sites that I'll be talking about in another video, and like really be in the game on there. But you want to test out the way you say things, or you have new things you want to try to say, or anything along that line. I always recommend creating a fake profile or you know, legit profile on POF or OkCupid, and then talking to the men on there. Or even if it's something simple and you already got a man that's on your trail and you don't really know how to go about it, but you trying to get really into the sugar daddy game, use him as your you know, example, or use him as your test project. You feel me? Because you want to master this. Once you master this, you can get any man. Let me see. I know I told you guys about combos and like eye contact and ego stroking. I talked about that in my flirting video. If you haven't watched that video, go watch it, because it's super important. But yeah, like the main 3 things that you need to be trying to figure out about the sugar daddy to determine whether he is a comfortable man or a rich man, a big spender or a light spender, a little spender, whatever, is where does he live, what does he do, and what do you know about his world, just from the outside looking in. Those will help you really divvy out if the man is even worth your time. I'm telling you guys, you gotta figure these things out from the beginning, because it's gonna suck a big one if you spend all of this time getting to know a man and then realizing that he can't even afford your lifestyle or afford the lifestyle you're trying to create. So don't waste your time. Be direct. Be direct without being too pushy. Ask questions, but make sure that you are just as open to answering questions as well, and just kind of go from there. Like I already told you guys in my last video, you want to sell yourself. And by sell yourself, I mean sell yourself as a life-changing individual. Sell yourself as the star that you are. You know what I'm saying? Men appreciate that. Men want a woman that can't everybody have. You don't want to be super available to everybody, but you want to be super available to him, you know? So now I want you guys to start this video over and watch it from the beginning and listen to what I just said again. And then if you have any questions, make sure you DM me on Insta at DashBeautyXX. I have been reading a lot of y'all DMs. I have been responding. I got the nicest DM yesterday. I'm so happy that I am able to help y'all, and that's really in a bind and really need this. So yeah, like that's about it for this video. If you have any questions or you feel like I missed anything, leave me a comment, or like I said, DM me. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.